plague or disease that was going around basically turning people into fiends. And they were thirsting for blood and flesh. And the doctor, he was trying to figure out a cure for it. And he did make a cure. This cure only works if you had been turned just a month ago. Like during the period of the month you were turned, if you got the cure, you could be saved. But if you took the cure after a month had passed, you wouldn't be saved. The doctor, the clan leader, and the doctor's brother, they all three were basically turned, not knowing themselves were turned until it was too late, and each other turned. And I'm not really sure which one was doing it. Like, I was a little confused about this part, so I really want someone to tell me which one it was. So either the doctor, clan leader, or the doctor's brother was going around killing people and feasting upon them. Like, yes, the doctor was doing it, but I'm not sure if the doctor or his brother or the clan's leader was the one going around killing the wife, daughter, and father of the doctor. I'm not sure which one was doing it. I'm pretty sure it was actually the brother who did this. And we find out that the main character was involved because the brother asked the main character to kill him to stop his actions. And the assistant sees this, and this is why people assumed the main character was the one who did all of that horrible stuff. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. I was a little confused. I did still enjoy reading it. I was just confused on who did what. I'm pretty sure the brother was the one who killed the father, wife, and daughter, and then asked the main character to kill him. I could be wrong. But the doctor was still involved because he was still going around eating people and draining them of their life force. And it's revealed when he goes to the clan leader to get the clan leader to stop him, he finds out the clan leader was also infected. So they've been basically keeping themselves to themselves while feasting upon the disciples. Yeah, horrible, right? The main character and the male lead, they stop the doctor and the clan's leader, and the doctor was basically kind of killed by his assistant because the main character used the assistant as a puppet to take down the doctor, and then the male lead used a move to keep the doctor's soul in his body, and it'll only stay in his body for like 5 to 10 days at most. But they basically use him to answer their questions, and then they tag him along during their journey to figure out what's going on. With the clan leader, they just basically pin him to the ground and hand him over to the elders of the clan for them to deal with him. And then we don't know what happened to him afterwards. So the doctor, he wants to use what's up with his last of his days to find the person who basically turned him and turned all those people all those 20 years ago. He wants to find them and take care of them. He wants to know what happened all those years ago because he doesn't understand how he, his brother, and his clan leader were all turned, because they didn't go to this location, because the people who were turned came from this location and they never been there. So he doesn't understand how they were turned. He also wants to know who swat out the dream bell, because he knows if the main character stole from them, he wouldn't have just switched out a fake. He just stole from them and went on with his days. He wouldn't have pulled all of this stuff just to steal a bell. So he wants to know who did this. He wants to know who did this, who stole the bell. So he's going on an adventure to this location before he dies. And the main character and the male lead tags along with him, and they bring along the main character's underlings. And one of these underlings, the first underlings, he has a sour history with the doctor. Like, the doctor had injured him badly in a battle, and he still has this wound from when the doctor injured him. So he's not very pleased to see the doctor. When they arrive at this location, they meet a group of beginner converters with regular people. And these converters were asked by these people to come help them retrieve the souls of their loved ones, because this location is well known for basically stealing the soul of someone, dragging the soul to this place, and using the person's soul to drag more humans to this location to be feasted upon by fiends, specifically like zombie creatures. And so these Converters were hired to tag along, and even though they're beginner converters, their rest of their converter clan members were off on that trek to take care of those who were in the prison cell, like the main character was, and they haven't really returned. And if they did return, they were too busy with work to go and handle the situation. So these beginners were sent instead to help these people. And the main character and his group, they tag along with this group. Just like how the main character assumed he wasn't who he was, his underling, seeing his behaviors and actions and the fact that he can't remember much, thinks he's somebody else too, and they want to get rid of him. So they basically set a trap up for him when they arrive to the location to get rid of him. Except he handles the trap, gets rid of all the ghouls they set to eat him and devour him. He gets rid of them except for one. Gets them down and makes this ghoul put the fear of God into them. And they go back to the Sylvan underlings that they're supposed to. They're apologizing, they're begging, they're sorry. They thought he was somebody else. They won't do this anymore. And he's like, okay, fine, good. You know where you belong. Stay that way or it will be a worse fate. And they do. And then the main character goes back to pretending he's somebody else in front of the male lead and the rest of the group, because he thinks once the male lead realizes who he is, the male lead will attack him and get rid of him. So he's trying to pretend to be somebody else than who he is. So there's obvious history between the main character and male lead, and I know that there is history because, again, the main character was imprisoned by the male lead. But I want to know what other thing is, because it's so obvious that they had romantic history, that they were more to each other than is to be perceived. And the main character just doesn't remember their romance. I know there had been romance, or could be romance, like a whole situation just like the couple in Grandmaster Demonic Convention. There was something going on, but something never happened, and the Melly regretted it afterwards. Or it could be something like Heaven's Official Blessing. But again, I'm getting more of a words of honor from these two. Like, if you ever seen the TV series Word of Honors, these two really remind me of that couple. Like, the main character reminds me of the male lead, and the male lead reminds me of the main character from Words of Honor. And Words of Honor is based off a book from Priest. I just don't remember the name of that book, but it's based off that book. But yes, I'm getting so many vibes from this couple, but specifically from that couple from Words of Honor. But I do get the vibes of Grandmaster Demonic Convention and Heaven's Official Blessing, more Heaven's Official Blessing than Grandmaster Demonic Convention, but still, I'm getting these vibes. So they find a statue of a fallen god that is not remembered by anyone, and this fallen god was this disciple of the ancestor of the clan the Doctor's from. And they're wondering what happened. And the Melly knows what happened because, again, the Melly was involved in it. But he's not telling anyone anything. He just gives a little jibs to the main character, but he doesn't give all the facts to the main character. And the main character only gets all the facts later.